This is the second video for today's class. As I have told you that people had to stay at one place when they started doing the farming, when they started growing the plants. Why? The question comes in your mind. Why? As I discussed that they had to stay at one place for looking after the plants, for watering them, for weeding, even to drive away animals till the grains ripened. So these were the four important things that why the people had to stay at one place. All the plants need water, otherwise they were dry. They had to look after the plants. If the plants are dying, they have to take care of that. If the extra plants which are not required grow there, so then they had to remove it. Otherwise, it will take all the nutrients of the soil. Even the birds and small animals can damage the crops. That is why they had to stay at one place. Why they had to stay at one place? Now I have cleared this. And for what they are staying at one place? For doing the agriculture, for growing the crops. This is how they improved themselves and became farmers. Now children, I said till the grains ripened. So they had to drive away the animals and birds to protect these grains. Earlier, when these people were hunters and gatherers, they used to hunt the animals, eat whatever they want to eat. They wanted to eat out of that, or if they were collecting the roots or the leaves or the nuts, they ate them and the job was over. Now when the grains were produced, now they knew that these grains were required to fulfill their food requirement. So now the large amount of grains were being produced. So these grains had to be stored. Otherwise they would get wasted. They would get damaged. So now they learned a new thing, that these grains could be stored. And for this, they started using their minds, that how the grains can be stored. So this gave idea to them, and because of this they started making large clay pots. So pots came into existence. That is why when the archaeologists excavated few of the sites of the Neolithic period, they found large varieties of pots from the size, smaller size, bigger size, very big size, because they used it. And once they made these pots for storing grains, then they started using it for the other purposes also, because once a thing is made, people find out a lot of ways to use it. So they also found out a lot of ways to use these pots. And at the same time, one more thing they learned, that was weaving. So when they started learning weaving, so they wove baskets also. And these baskets were also used for storing the grains, even the fruits also. And many people who did not know how to make the pots or how to weave the baskets, they used to dug pits into the ground, and they used to store these grains in these pits. So see, there are three methods here. I have told you the three ways in which the early men used to store the grains. Which are three methods? Yes, let's revise it. One, by making pots from the clay, or by weaving baskets. Third, by digging pits into the ground. So these were the three ways in which they started collecting the grains. I have given the pictures of the pots, baskets and pits in the PPT, which will make a very clear picture of the things. So now children, now come to the next topic for today, that is storing animals. Now here we have talked about storing the grains. Now we are talking about what is the meaning of storing animals. Very interesting topic. You all know that animals multiply naturally, right? But if they are looked after carefully, they provide lot of things to us. How? Today also, you all drink milk, cow milk, buffalo milk, right? So it means at that time also, if these cow, buffalo, sheep were looked after carefully, they provided milk as a food and meat as a food again. But very important, for this, animals were to be looked after carefully, right? So animals can be used as a store of food, because if the animals are domesticated, they are the store of food now also, and were store of food at that time also, because if they had these animals, they could provide them milk and meat, right? So I hope this topic, storing animals, is also clear to everyone. Now let's move to the third topic for today, that is finding out about the first farmers and herders. Very true. Now this question comes in the mind of the children, that how we knew about these things, how we know about the first farmers and herders, who gave us this information, what was there that gave us insight of these things. Why, ma'am, you are saying that storing of animal was done? Ma'am, how could you say that farming was done? Ma'am, how could you tell us that wheat and barley was only grown? Ma'am, how can you tell us that these animals were kept by or like domesticated by the early men? Children, without proof, history is never there. When we talked about this thing, when we study about this thing, always remember the proofs are there. That is why we talk about this. So now let me tell you that how we found out about the first farmers and herders. Now children, archaeologists excavated lot of sites. I have attached one map of the sites in your PPT and written the names of some sites. If all of you have a map at your home, try to mark those sites on the political map of India, right? And when you see those sites, those sites were excavated, were found out by the archaeologists, and then historians and the scientists. They studied evidence of that time. When they excavated, they found animals' bones, especially burnt grains also. And so from these animal bones, they were able to tell that which animals were there at that time. And if the number of bones of the same animal were found in all the sites, Neolithic sites, it means these animals were kept by these early men. And also from these burnt grains, we got to know that number of crops were grown in different parts of the subcontinent. And from these all, we can clearly say that people at that time became herders and farmers. So children, I will again tell you that in Mesolithic period, people started herding animals. but they became better with the passage of time, and the Neolithic period was the better period where the herding was done in a large amount. And the farming which they started in the Neolithic period, because they started watching that how the grains grow, how the plants grow in the Mesolithic period, that is the transition period from Paleolithic to Neolithic. But they started doing farming in the Neolithic period, right? And in the third video, I would like to show you one map, and I would like to discuss about that map with you. I will explain few sites there, and please keep your pencil and map with you, so that if you don't have, no problem, you can just watch the video and try to do the map along with me. Then only you will be able to do it, right? And children, in the next class, that is not in the next video, in the next class, we would talk about the tools that these Neolithic people started using. And we would also talk about the invention of wheel, which is the very important discovery of the Neolithic period. So now let's talk about the map and few other things about this chapter of today's topic in the third video.